Well, good morning.
Hi.
Everybody. It is Friday, February, I think 5th.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Officially, we are on month 8. Yesterday was 7 months exactly.
Yeah, correct. So so we start our 8th month here. So we thought we would do a quick video just to let you guys see all the updates we have done so far. We're just going to scan around and talk about it just a little bit and let you guys see what we've done. And get
a lot of
updates.
stuff happening.
Yeah.
Things getting done and a lot of things that need to get done.
Oh yeah, there's a lot still left to do.
Yeah.
But it will get there.
And some unexpected changes and turns that we're dealing with, mostly with the solar. But it's winter here for sure. It has shown up. We've had I had an old guy at the hardware store a couple months back when I was telling him what we were doing. And he's like, "Have you ever been here in February?" And I said, "No, not yet." And now I can say, yes, I have. And it was a nor'easter. Of course, every time there's a storm, they always say it's the worst storm. Oh my God, it's horrible.
Yeah.
This one was actually a pretty decent one. It dropped quite a bit of snow. I don't know the footage or whatever it was.
I think we got a little over a foot, I believe, for our area. At least it looks that way, but...
it definitely accumulated. We had to shovel more than one time during the course of the 2-day period. And I used the tractor to clear out the driveway and around the solar panels and things like that. But it wasn't too bad overall. And I actually kind of like it. It's beautiful out there with all the snow on the ground and the sun now shining on it. It just has a nice, beautiful winter look. But yeah, speaking of the solar panels, we had some problems with that system. And with the solar panel problem, well, it wasn't really so much the panels as it is the charge controller inverter. And this is the current state of it. Something blew up when we were charging. Everything was looking great. We were using all the power we needed, and suddenly we heard a beep, beep, beep. It shut itself off. I looked at it. I couldn't see anything wrong. It reset. I heard another beep, 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 and a big pop, big flash, and the smell of burning electronics. So that wasn't good. So we went back to this. I reconnected the old system back in, and we wired this up with the new solar panels, which technically is a lot more power than this is supposed to take in. But thankfully, since it's winter time, we're not getting full power on it. But I did use a handy dandy old fuse box from an old truck, and I went ahead and just wired in a 10 amp fuse. If it blows, that'll save us from burning up our charge controller, at least on that charge controller. But yeah, the mess is real back here because I am waiting. They're express shipping us that power circuit board, and then I'll put it all back together. But yep, that's that. So there you go.
So yeah, the next thing we wanted to go over with you guys, we built a linen closet upstairs. A few of you already know about it, but I wanted to scan over and show you the door. The door, this is the picture of the door here that we installed. We're going to go upstairs and look at it. But we got 6 of them off Craigslist. Pretty good deal that we did. We drove about an hour to pick it up. But we'll go over that and show you those in a minute. But I don't know too, actually let's go on upstairs and we'll take a look. Scan through here. Oh, there's Roscoe. What are you doing, buddy? He likes the doors there. we'll be able to sun just a tad. I'm gonna scan over here. Let's go upstairs. Swear I'm gonna fall one of these days. Also, while we're up here, we did get some more walls completed. We still have to do the bottom. We're working on that, but we got these walls completed here. Oh, well, there's the window.
Still got to do all the trim work.
Still have to do trim work. You can see the trim.
wall is mostly in place.
Right.
Mostly.
That wall's done. There's the frame for a door.
I think that's our bedroom interior frame.
Okay, we're gonna come. This is the linen closet. This wasn't here last time I showed an update. Here is, yes, you'll demonstrate how it works. There it goes. And we built that the last few days. Did the shelving, just a little wire shelves there.
Yep.
Did some beadboard inside. Nothing too fancy, but it serves the purpose.
Still got some finish work to
We
do.
still have floors to do.
Edges and
still got
trim.
finish work, but it's done. That part's done, and got the barn door. So we still have about 4 of these barn doors left, and those will be going in our closets. 2 for Casey's room and 2 for our room, and the one that's downstairs will go for the separation of the utility room and laundry room. So we finished, we finished these walls here yesterday. Of course, we still have trim work. We still have to do this bottom section here using the chair to stand on. But as you can see, that is done. Woot woot. Woot woot. We're going to take a journey downstairs.
Downstairs.
And give a little bit of update down there. But it can see what we've done so far. We still have to do the walls in here, the stairwell, and redo these stairs. These are just temporary. That will come a little bit later, but we'll get it done. Okay, coming on down. Oh, yes, the island. We didn't show the island.
Yeah.
So this actually used to be a dresser, and we converted it and made it into an island. This is the back of it. Did some paint work on it. Put some cool little shelves, not shelves, I'm sorry, little racks here to hold books. This is the front of it. And I have not painted inside, but we just have our 2 doors here that has pots and pans, and then we have the drawers that have silverware. And look, it's look at this. It just closes on its own. We got dish rags and stuff in there, but yeah, that's the island. David did that, and I really do enjoy it. I like it. It came out really nice. We did the clear coat on top to protect the butcher block.
It's got bubbles and ripples.
It's got a few little bubbles, but it's
But it
not
works.
really noticeable. It's great.
It works.
That is one of the updates. Also, I don't know if anyone knew, but we did get a refrigerator. We got this refrigerator used for about $100. It works like a charm. Problem is, I had it full. Problem is, when our solar decided to give us a headache, I had to unload it and switch to a cooler. So right now it's empty until we get our solar system back up online again. So we're using a cooler. And the cooler, if you come out this way, is sitting right out here. And this holds the food for now. Right now it's not freezing outside, but I just have some stuff sitting here. But we've got a few things in the cooler. This is working for the time being.
Well, so technically it is freezing outside.
But our stuff's not
But
freezing.
this stuff's not freezing because it's just barely below.
Right.
It's like in the low 30s, upper 20s. So it's freezing technically, but it's not enough, and it's not keeping the temperatures low enough to freeze solid all the food that we put in the cooler. And then by keeping the cooler closed,
Yeah.
that also sort of regulates the temperature a little bit. At night it gets down below freezing quite a bit. It was in the teens.
Yeah.
A couple days ago with the weather we were having.
Actually, I think we woke up this morning to 9 degrees.
9 degrees this morning.
But it was crazy because nothing in the cooler froze. So I just monitor it. It's just moving stuff back and forth. We have a thing out in the back that for frozen stuff, and it's holding so far, but because the stuff was already frozen.
Yeah.
So as the temperatures fluctuate, the hardest challenge is keeping things refrigerated. Not so much keeping things frozen in winter, it's refrigerated.
Freezing thing is pretty simple when
It's easy.
freezing.
But fortunately, a lot of things don't need to be refrigerated that we think do. They don't. So we just basically have vegetables, like mayonnaise, creamer, that kind of thing, dairy products. And I'm holding off getting anything else until hopefully that part should come in the next few days. But we're making it work.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever gave a walkthrough of our pantry. This is our pantry. It's got a little bit of everything, a lot of dishes and stuff like that. That's why it looks really full. But it holds a lot. When we start canning, we've canned some carrots and done a little bit of canning, not a lot. But once we start growing our own vegetables and able to can meat and that kind of thing, we'll have more of stuff that we can instead of store-bought food. We'll get there sooner or later. So yeah, that's pretty much the update that we have for you guys now.
Yeah.
To be continued. We hope to do a little bit of finished work upstairs, get the rest of those barn doors installed on the closets.
Yeah, now that most of the walls are done, we got a couple things like the top of this room to finish those walls. But then, yeah, the trim work is a big one that'll come later.
Yeah.
That's just for aesthetics. It's just to make it look nice. But we have potentially a barn.
Yeah, so hopefully soon
More
we'll get started on a
news.
barn.
About what the barn may or may not be used for, but we're looking at probably building a small barn, not one of those big monster huge barns, but just a small barn, potentially for an animal.
Yeah.
And other outdoor projects, we got to do raised beds.
Mm-hmm.
I milled some wood from a cedar tree that I chopped down. Well, it fell down and I cut it up and milled some of it so far. But we got to do some raised beds for the garden.
Yeah.
Lots of projects. And
Yeah, more to come.
some of the outdoor stuff is going to be challenging depending on the weather, obviously.
Well, a lot of it's dependent, but we're still doing work outside, even though the weather isn't always the best. We still get out there and
yeah.
cut lumber and get the wood inside for projects and get it cut out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really stop us.
No.
It just slows you down just a tad.
Yeah, it'll slow it down.
slows
And
it
I mean,
down.
there's some things like I want to bury the cable
But the
that
ground's
comes from the solar panels back into the house. But yeah, everything's covered with snow and ice, so I have to wait till
It's
spring.
gonna have to wait. Some things will have to
Yeah.
wait, but we're doing as much as we can with the weather conditions as they are. And then as we get closer to spring, there's several more things we want to do. Get that barn going. Also get some seed starts going for the raised beds. We already have a location for that. So as we're building those, we have some chickens coming in April.
Yeah.
A pretty good size.
We're gonna have to build a coop too.
Flock
That's
of
another thing we got to do.
Um,
Not a flock of seagulls. Flock of chickens.
yeah. So those things are to come. Many more videos on those types of topics.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for sticking around.
Thank
Hopefully
you for joining us.
you like what you see.
We'll update you as we do more projects.
Yeah, and I'll have a specific video on the solar fix
Yeah.
whenever that part shows up. So,
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.